Welcome, dear friend. I'm truly glad you have chosen this moment to be here, to honor yourself with this time of quiet rest, deep relaxation, and peaceful presence. Wherever you are, whatever your day has held, know that this space is yours now, a sanctuary of calm, a haven away from all busyness. This time is for you, just as you are. There is no need to change anything, no need to fix or solve anything. Simply come as you are, open, curious, and gentle with yourself. Let's begin this journey together by finding a comfortable position, whatever feels best for you in this moment. You might be lying down, resting on a soft bed or a cushioned surface. You might be seated in a chair or on the floor, supported by cushions or blankets. Wherever you choose, let your body feel fully supported, safe, and at ease. Adjust your posture if you wish. Allow yourself to settle deeply. Feel the surface beneath you, steady and strong. Feel the weight of your body as it meets this support, softening and releasing into it. Close your eyes gently when you feel ready, letting your eyelids fall softly like petals closing. If closing your eyes is uncomfortable, simply soften your gaze and let your vision blur. Either way, allow your attention to turn inward, toward the peaceful space within you now. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath, the way it flows in and out without effort or strain. Feel the air as it enters your nostrils, cool, fresh, soothing. Notice the gentle expansion of your chest and belly as your lungs fill with air, and feel the soft release as the breath flows out, again warm, calm, steady. Let's take a moment to deepen this breath, inviting calm and ease into your whole being. Breathe in slowly through your nose, counting gently to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath gently at the top for a brief moment. 1, 2. And now exhale fully and completely through your mouth or nose, counting to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause briefly at the bottom of the breath. 1, 2. Again, inhale softly and deeply, drawing the breath fully into your lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2. Exhale slowly, releasing tension and stress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 1, 2. With each breath, feel yourself relaxing more deeply. Notice how your shoulders gently drop away from your ears. Feel your jaw soften, your tongue resting comfortably in your mouth. Allow your hands and feet to relax, heavy and warm. Your entire body becomes a little softer, a little more at ease. If your mind begins to wander, as it naturally does, gently bring your attention back to your breath. There's no need to judge or push away the thoughts. Simply notice them as passing clouds in the wide open sky of your awareness. Return your focus to the soothing rhythm of your breath, in and out. Breathing in calm, breathing out tension. Feel your breath as a gentle wave, rising and falling in a steady, natural flow. Each inhale brings fresh energy and peace. Each exhale releases what no longer serves you. You are safe. You are held. You are exactly where you need to be. Now, let your breath settle into its own natural rhythm, slow, soft, effortless. Allow yourself to rest fully in this rhythm, this gentle dance of life and peace. Feel your body melting into stillness. Feel your mind quieting into calm. Let's bring your attention now to your whole body as a connected, living presence. Feel the weight of your body where it rests on the surface below. Notice all the places of contact: your back, your legs, your arms. Feel the grounding support beneath you, steady and reliable. You are connected to this earth, this moment, this breath. Imagine roots growing from your body, perhaps from the soles of your feet, or the base of your spine. Deep roots reaching down through the floor, the bed, the earth itself. With each inhale, feel these roots grow stronger, deeper, wider. With each exhale, feel the earth's steady energy rising up through these roots, filling your body with calm and strength. This grounding energy anchors you in the present moment, in safety, in peace. It carries the ancient wisdom of the earth's steady, nurturing, vast. Feel it flowing into every part of you, calming your nervous system, soothing your mind, comforting your heart. Let this deep connection with the earth bring you a sense of belonging. You are part of a greater whole. You are supported by forces beyond your conscious awareness, forces of nature, life, and love. Allow yourself to rest in this knowing. Now gently bring your attention to the space between your thoughts. Notice the quiet stillness that naturally exists between moments of thinking. You don't have to try to create this silence. It is always here, waiting beneath the surface of your mind. Rest in this spaciousness. Allow the noise and busyness of your mind to settle like dust on a calm pond. Be still, be quiet as you rest in this peaceful space. Bring your awareness to your heart center. Imagine a soft, warm light glowing gently within your chest. This light is the light of kindness. Award yourself and all beings with each breath. Feel this light grow brighter, warmer, more expansive. Allow this gentle light to soothe any worries, fears, or heaviness. Let it fill your entire being with warmth and compassion. If any thoughts or feelings arise, welcome them kindly like guests passing through a quiet room. Acknowledge them without judgment or resistance. Then gently return your attention to the breath and to this warm, glowing light. This is your safe place, your refuge. As you settle deeper into this calm, remember that this time is yours just for you. No demands, no expectations, only gentle, loving presence. Allow yourself to fully receive this gift in this space. There is room for whatever you need, whether it be rest, healing, insight, or simply quiet peace. There is no rush, no pressure. The only invitation is to be here, now, gently breathing, softly resting. Now, let's take a few more deep, nurturing breaths together. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs fully with fresh, calm air. Exhale completely, releasing all tension, all worry. Feel your body soften even more with each breath. Inhale, calm. Exhale, peace. With your next breath, allow the air to flow gently and naturally, without effort or control. Notice how your body and mind begin to drift into quiet, into healing. Rest. Now, friend, rest fully. You are safe. You are loved. You are enough. When you are ready, we will gently continue, moving together toward deeper relaxation and the soothing stories that await. But for now, simply be here, breathing, resting, and grounding. As we continue this journey into calm and restful presence, I invite you to gently open your heart and mind to a story about the connections we make, the people who enter our lives, and the deep purpose behind every encounter. This is a story of growth, learning, and the sacred dance of relationships. We often think of people entering our lives by chance, random crossings of paths in an unpredictable world. But what if each connection has a meaning, a lesson, a gift, ourselves? To support our journey toward greater understanding, compassion, and peace, let's begin with a gentle reflection. Think of someone in your life, a friend. It was challenging a relationship that brought discomfort, tension, or pain. Either way, this person came to your life for a reason. Imagine now the tapestry of your life, woven from the threads of every connection you've made. Some threads are bright and vibrant. These threads create a rich and beautiful pattern unique to you, full of depth and meaning. The ancient Zen wisdom teaches us that relationships are not just for companionship or convenience. They are mirrors reflecting who we are and windows opening to who we might become. Each person you meet carries a lesson, sometimes gentle, sometimes difficult, but always intended to help you grow. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for this, even for the relationships that have tested you or caused pain, because through them you have learned resilience, patience, and forgiveness. Because through them you have discovered strengths you didn't know you had. I'd like to share a story that beautifully illustrates this truth, the story of a wandering monk and the village of the silent river. Long ago, in a peaceful valley nestled between green mountains, there was a small village known as the Silent River. The river that flowed through the village was calm and quiet, its waters reflecting the sky like a mirror. The villagers lived simple lives. The villagers carried a deep sadness. They rarely spoke to one another, and though they lived side by side, they felt isolated and alone. One day, a wandering monk arrived at the village. He carried nothing but a small. The villagers came to observe him from a distance. The monk did not rush to speak. He waited patiently, observing the village's rhythms and the distance between its people. After some days, he said, "Your hands are the hands of the earth. What do they teach you about patience?" To the weaver, he said, "Your threads intertwine to create beauty, but flowing deep beneath, what do you carry in your heart?" Slowly, the villagers began to listen, not just to the monk's words, but to themselves and to each other. They started to share their stories, their fears, their joys. They realized that their isolation was not real, it was born from fear and misunderstanding. The monk taught them that just like the river, relationships have depths unseen to the eye. Sometimes the surface may appear still or even distant, but beneath lies a rich current of emotion, memory, and connection. It is through gentle attention and openness that we discover these depths. This story invites us to consider our own connections. What currents flow beneath the surface of your relationships? What unspoken feelings or needs might be waiting to be heard? Let's take a moment now to reflect gently on your relationships. Think about someone close to you, a friend, a family member, or a partner. What qualities do they bring into your life? What lessons have they taught you, either directly or through the challenges you faced together? Now, think about a relationship that has been difficult or painful. What might this relationship be teaching you? What strengths have you found in yourself through navigating this connection? Remember, every connection is a teacher. Sometimes the lessons are gentle whispers. Other times they are loud calls to change or growth. but all are valuable steps on the path to self-awareness and compassion. As you breathe deeply now, but toward yourself, know that you are worthy of love and compassion, just as you are. Your relationships, with all their complexities, are part of your unique journey. Allow yourself to release any judgment about how you're. Let's explore the idea that sometimes people come into our lives not to stay forever. Friendships bloom briefly and then fade. Others grow strong and steady over time. Each has its own purpose. Think of someone who was once important in your life but is no longer present. What did you learn from that relationship? What part of yourself did it help you discover or heal? Allow gratitude to fill your heart for the gifts that relationship brought. Even if it no longer exists in the same way, each connection leaves an imprint, a thread woven into the fabric of your being. Now, gently bring to mind the people who currently surround you, those you see daily. Silent wish, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you find peace. This simple wish reflects the deep Buddhist teaching of loving kindness. Filling your heart as you breathe out. Imagine sending that warmth outward to your loved ones, your acquaintances, even those you find difficult. This practice does not mean you must accept harm or neglect your own needs. It simply opens a space for peace and understanding, for seeing others as fellow travelers on the path of life, each with their own joys and struggles. Take a few more moments now to rest in this feeling of connection and compassion. Feel the threads of your relationships weaving a tapestry of love, learning, and growth. Before we move on, I invite you to gently ask yourself these reflective questions. No need to answer aloud. Simply hold them in your awareness. What have my relationships taught me about myself? How have they helped me grow, heal, or change? In what ways can I bring more kindness and understanding into my connections? Are there relationships that require gentle boundaries or healing? How can I honor both myself and others in these connections? There is no right or wrong answer. These questions are invitations to explore your inner landscape with curiosity and kindness. Allow whatever arises to be welcome, like a guest in your heart. As you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, know that this awareness of connection is a powerful source of peace. When we understand the purpose behind our relationships, let's take a few slow, grounding breaths together. Anchor this awareness. Inhale.com. Exhale tension. Inhale openness. Exhale resistance. Inhale love. Exhale peace. Calm and clear. Carry this feeling of connectedness and purpose with you as we move forward in this journey. Remember, and you are part of theirs. Thank you for sharing this space with me. May your heart be full of gentle understanding and your mind at ease. Soft ambient music or nature sounds fade in. As we move into this next part of our journey together, I invite you to gently deepen your breath and turn your attention inward. This is a meditation of opening to connection, opening to the warmth of your own heart, and opening to the loving presence that resides within you and around you. Let's begin by settling once again into a comfortable posture. Allow your body to soften and release any tension you might be holding. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your weight. Steady, reliable, and grounding. Now, gently bring your awareness to your breath, the natural, gentle flow of air moving in and out of your body. There's no need to change anything. Simply observe the breath as it is. Feel the coolness as you inhale and the warmth as you exhale. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it softly for just a moment and exhale fully through your mouth, letting go of any tightness or worry. Again, breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with fresh air, and exhale, releasing any stress, any heaviness you might be carrying. Allow your breathing to find a calm, steady rhythm, slow, smooth, and natural. Each inhale bringing calmness, each exhale letting go. Now, bring your attention gently to the area around your heart, your chest, the center of your being. Imagine your breath flowing in and out from this heart space, like a gentle wave rising and falling. Feel the subtle rise as you breathe in, and the gentle fall as you breathe out. With each breath, imagine a warm, soft light beginning to glow within your chest, a light of kindness, compassion, and openness. This light is the essence of your connection to yourself, to others, and to all living beings. It is always present, even when hidden beneath layers of distraction or worry. As you breathe in, feel this light growing brighter, warmer, expanding softly within your heart. As you breathe out, imagine this light gently radiating outward, touching every part of your body, your surroundings, the space you occupy. Allow yourself to feel safe and nurtured in this glowing warmth. There is nothing you need to do. Let's deepen this experience of opening by visualizing a gentle connection, like a soft thread or beam of light, linking your heart to someone you care about, or even to the wider world. Picture this connection as a fine silver thread of light, delicate yet strong, stretching out from your heart to theirs. With each breath, feel this thread shimmering with kindness, and this thread of light to grow warmer and brighter with each inhale, expanding and deepening your sense of connection. As you exhale, feel it steady and calm, holding space for openness that is both giving and receiving, a presence that welcomes connection without judgment or expectation. Imagine now that with each breath, your heart is like a flower, slowly and naturally unfolding its petals in the warm morning sun, each petal opening wider, releasing any tightness or resistance, each petal inviting love, kindness, and understanding to flow freely in and out. Feel the spaciousness growing within you, a gentle openness that welcomes both joy and vulnerability. Know that it is safe to be open, safe to connect. Now, bring to mind someone with whom you feel a warm connection. It might be a close friend, a family member, a teacher, or even a pet. Visualize their face softly in your mind's eye. Imagine sending this person gentle waves of warmth and kindness flowing from your heart. With each breath, silently say to yourself, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you live with ease. Feel the sincerity of these wishes as they ripple outward from your heart, strong and steady. Like a gentle current of love, notice how this feeling of goodwill expands inside you, making your own heart feel lighter and softer. Now, gently bring to mind someone with whom your relationship might feel challenging, someone. Holding them softly in your awareness. This may feel difficult, and that is okay. You don't need to force anything or pretend to feel differently than you do. Simply own feelings and theirs with gentle acceptance. Repeat silently to yourself, if you wish, May you be free from suffering. May you find peace in your heart. May you be happy. Notice how this practice is not about condoning pain or forgetting your boundaries. It is about opening a space within yourself where healing can begin. A space where your heart can soften without losing its strength. Allow your breath to continue, flowing smoothly and naturally. Feel the rhythm of connection moving through you, a pulse of life and love, ever present and renewing. Now, widen your awareness beyond individual connections, expanding your heart's openness to the larger world. Imagine your heart as a radiant sun, shining light and warmth in all directions. This light touches everyone, friends, strangers, people you have never met. Feel the profound unity of this connection, the shared human experience that binds us all. Know that your kindness and openness contribute to this great web of life. Breathe in the peace of belonging. Breathe out any sense of separation or loneliness. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the steady beat of your breath and the glowing warmth in your heart. There is no need to hurry, no need to accomplish anything. Just be here now, opening ever more to the beautiful mystery of connection. Now, let's bring this meditation toward a gentle close with a few moments of quiet presence. Rest comfortably with your eyes closed or softly gazing downward. Feel your heart. Remind yourself that connection begins with openness to others and to yourself. It is a living process of giving and receiving, listening and speaking, loving and forgiving. Know that the more you nurture this openness, the more your heart grows, becoming a source of healing and comfort, both for yourself and those around you. Take a few more deep breaths now, feeling gratitude for this time you have given yourself, for this moment of peace and connection. When you are ready, gently bring your awareness back to your body and your surroundings. Feel the surface supporting you. Feel the softness of your clothing, the air on your skin. Wiggle your fingers and toes if you wish. And when you feel ready, slowly open your eyes. Carry with you the gentle warmth and openness you have cultivated here. Thank you for allowing yourself this time to open to connection. May your heart remain soft and your spirit peaceful. As we continue this journey of calm and healing, I invite you now to settle comfortably once again. Allow your breath to be natural and easy, softening with each gentle exhale. Today's story invites you to reflect on a truth that many of us experience in our relationships, recognizing harmful patterns, not with harsh judgment, but with compassion. We'll explore how understanding these patterns can guide us in setting kind, clear boundaries, creating space for healing both for ourselves and for those we care about. Let me tell you about a woman named Shara. Shara lived in a quiet village, nestled between misty mountains and whispering forests. She was known for her kindness, her gentle heart, and her willingness to listen deeply to others. But like many of us, Shara carried within her a weight she found hard to name. She noticed that certain relationships in her life brought her pain moments of confusion, feelings of being misunderstood, or boundaries crossed without respect. At first, she blamed herself, wondering if she was too sensitive or if she was somehow causing these difficult moments. But over time, Shara began to notice patterns in how others acted and how those actions affected her. One day, she decided to seek guidance from Master Hogi, an old monk who lived high on a mountain temple nearby. Master Hogi was known not just for his wisdom, but for the deep compassion that radiated from him like a warm light. When Shara arrived, she found the temple peaceful and quiet, the air filled with the scent of incense and pine needles. Master Hogi welcomed her with a gentle smile and invited her to sit beneath a blossoming cherry tree. Shara shared her heart with him, the hurt she felt, the confusion about how to handle relationships that sometimes left her drained or hurt. Master Hogi listened patiently, his eyes kind and understanding. Then he shared a teaching from the Buddha: to understand everything is to forgive everything. He explained that this didn't mean tolerating harm or mistreatment, but recognizing that most people who cause pain are themselves hurt in some way. He said, when we see harmful patterns, it is not our task to judge or punish, but to understand, to recognize where these patterns come from and how they affect both ourselves and others. Shara reflected on this. She realized that many who hurt her had wounds she couldn't see, fears, past hurts, or struggles they carried silently. This recognition didn't erase her pain, but it softened her heart. Master Hogi continued, compassionate. Boundaries are the key. They protect your peace without closing your heart. They allow space for growth and healing, for both yourself and those around you. He explained boundaries as gentle fences, not walls of isolation, but protective spaces that say, this is where I end and you begin. Shara listened carefully, feeling a sense of relief wash over her. She began to understand that setting boundaries was not unkind or selfish. It was a way of honoring her own worth and creating healthier connections. Master Hogi encouraged her to practice this wisdom daily, noticing when relationships drained her energy or challenged her peace, and gently affirming her boundaries with kindness and clarity. As Shara returned to her village, she felt lighter, more empowered. She began to say no when she needed to ask for respect, and to treat herself with the same compassion she extended to others. And something beautiful happened. Some relationships deepened, filled with mutual respect and care. Others naturally shifted or faded, and that was okay. Shara discovered that compassion for others started with compassion for herself. By recognizing harmful patterns without judgment, she created space for healing and peace. Now, dear friend, I invite you to bring your attention inward and gently reflect. Are there relationships in your life where you notice patterns that bring pain or confusion? Can you see these patterns with a gentle heart, recognizing the humanity behind them? Remember, compassion is not about excusing harm. It's about understanding its roots and protecting your own well-being with kind boundaries. Imagine now a soft, glowing light in your heart, a light of compassion that extends both inward and outward. Feel this light growing stronger with each breath, creating space for healing, for forgiveness, for peace. You might silently say to yourself, I forgive myself for any confusion or pain I have carried. I set gentle boundaries to protect my peace. I offer compassion to others, recognizing their struggles. Breathe deeply and allow these intentions to settle into your being. Feel your heart soften, your spirit lighten. Know that you are worthy of kindness from others, and most importantly, from yourself. As we gently close this segment, carry with you the wisdom of compassionate boundaries and healing. Understanding, let this awareness guide you as you move through your days and relationships. Take a few more deep breaths. Feel the support beneath you. Feel the calm within you. And when you're ready, slowly return your awareness to this moment. Thank you for sharing this time and space with me. May your heart be soft, your boundaries clear, and your spirit peaceful. As we continue this journey together, I invite you to settle comfortably once again. Find a posture that supports your ease and relaxation, whether sitting, lying down, or gently reclining. Let your hands rest softly, your body fully supported. Begin by bringing your gentle attention to your breath. Notice the natural rhythm of your inhalation and exhalation. No need to change it, just observe. Feel the air as it enters your nostrils, cool and fresh, and feel it as it leaves, warm and soft. Take a moment to simply be here with your breath, present, aware, open. With each inhale, allow a sense of calm to grow with each exhale. Release any tension or worry. Now, gently bring your awareness to your body, the space your physical self occupies in this moment. Feel the weight of your body where it touches the surface beneath you. Sense the edges where your skin meets air, your personal space, your sanctuary. Imagine now a subtle boundary around you, not a wall or barrier, but a gentle, luminous field, soft like morning mist or warm like sunlight filtering through leaves. This boundary surrounds you with kindness and protection. Allow yourself to sense this boundary as a natural part of your being, a space where you feel safe, grounded, and free. This is your personal space, your compassionate boundary. As you breathe in, feel this boundary expand slightly, open, inviting connection and openness. As you breathe out, feel it contract slightly, protective, holding you with care. Breathe gently with this natural rhythm of openness and protection. Inhale, open. Exhale, protect. Inhale, welcome. Exhale, safeguard. There is a harmony here between reaching out and drawing back, between giving and receiving, between connecting and resting. Allow this balance to unfold in your experience down now with your inner eyes. Visualize this boundary more clearly. Imagine a soft, glowing light circling your body, extending outward just enough to feel comfortable. It can be as near or as far as you need. There is no right or wrong, only what feels true to you. Feel the gentle power of this light, not harsh or rigid, but fluid and kind. It flexes with your breath and movements, responding to your needs. Within this luminous boundary, you are free to be exactly who you are, your thoughts, your feelings, your whole being. Outside of it, the world moves with its own energy and rhythms. Take a moment to notice how this boundary feels. Is it warm or cool, light or dense, soft or firm? Whatever you sense is perfectly right. If you notice any tension or discomfort, breathe into it. Allow the breath to soften the edges and create ease. Now, imagine that this boundary can gently say yes or no. It can open to welcome the warmth of connection and close to protect your peace. This boundary is your ally, your friend. Silently repeat to yourself, I honor my boundary with kindness. My space is sacred. I open with courage. I protect with love. Feel these words resonate deep within you. Let them nourish your heart and steady your spirit as you breathe. Invite a sense of balance between openness and protection. Neither too closed nor too open, neither too distant nor too entangled, simply balanced. Now, bring to mind a situation where you have struggled with boundaries, perhaps a relationship where your space was crossed, or where you found it hard to say no. Allow this memory to come softly, without judgment or pressure. As you hold this situation gently in your mind, imagine your compassionate boundary glowing stronger, clear, steady, flexible. See it gently but firmly, holding your space. Notice how it feels to hold this boundary with kindness and clarity. Notice the relief of honoring your needs. You may feel a sense of calm power rising in your chest, a steady presence in your heart. This is your inner refuge, your compassionate boundary in action. Now, shift your attention to your breath once again. Inhale deeply, inviting openness. Exhale, fully inviting protection. As you continue to breathe in this balanced rhythm, feel your body soften further. Let your shoulders relax, your face soften, your whole being settle deeper. In this safe space, you are free to be vulnerable and strong all at once. You can feel your feelings without being overwhelmed. You can reach out to others without losing yourself. Take a few moments here to simply be with this sense of compassionate boundary, your luminous, living space of connection and protection. Now, imagine this boundary extending beyond your body, creating a space where your relationships can breathe and grow, where you can meet others with openness without sacrificing your peace, where you can say yes when it feels right and no when you need to. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for this boundary, this gift you give yourself each day. Gratitude for your courage to honor your needs. Gratitude for your compassion toward yourself and others. As we prepare to close this meditation, bring your attention back to your breath. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the rhythm of life flowing through you. Know that this compassionate boundary is always within you, a steady, loving presence ready to support you. You can return to this feeling whenever you need. Begin to deepen your breath now. Feel the energy in your body gently awakening. Slowly bring movement back to your fingers and toes. When you're ready, open your eyes softly, carrying this balanced, compassionate energy with you. T. As we continue our journey, I invite you to settle once more into comfort and quiet awareness. Feel your body supported, your mind calm and open. Allow my words to be gentle companions, guiding you through a story of friendship, presence, and deep connection. Today's story takes us high into the mountains, where ancient cedar forests whisper with the wisdom of the ages. There, nestled among the trees, stands a small hermitage, humble sanctuary of peace and simplicity. Within its walls lives a monk named Kubo. Unlike many spiritual teachers who gather crowds and followers, Kubo prefers solitude and small circles. His days are quiet, filled with meditation, reflection, and gentle teaching. One crisp autumn morning, as leaves of crimson and gold danced on the breeze, a young woman named Alina made her way up the narrow path to the hermitage. Alina had traveled far from a bustling coastal city, seeking answers to a question that had quietly troubled her heart. Despite a life filled with activity and social engagements, she felt a persistent loneliness, yearning for something deeper than casual acquaintance or passing conversation. As she arrived, Kubo greeted her with a warm smile, inviting her into the small garden that surrounded the hermitage. Unlike the manicured gardens of larger temples, this space was wild and natural, with native plants growing freely, stone paths winding with the contours of the land, and a breathtaking view of the valley below. Alina sat beside Kubo, her voice tinged with uncertainty and hope. "I've come because something feels wrong with my life," she said softly, "but I cannot name what it is." She took a breath, gathering her thoughts. "I have a good job as a merchant's assistant, enough money for my needs, and reasonable health. Yet, I feel a loneliness that no one seems to notice or ease." Kubo listened with kind, unreadable eyes. He didn't rush to speak, allowing the silence to hold space for Alina's feelings. Then he asked gently, "Tell me more about this loneliness." Alina sighed, her gaze drifting to the distant mountains. "When I look around," she said, "everyone seems to have many friends. Their days are filled with social gatherings and festivals, spent among large groups. I have only 2 close friends. And sometimes weeks pass when I see no one outside of work. Is there something wrong with me? Why can't I attract or keep more friendships?" Kubo smiled softly, a smile born of deep understanding. "Friendship," he said, "is indeed a precious gift, but your happiness should not be measured by the number of friends you have." He gestured to the vast valley stretching before them. "Let me share with you why having few friends, or even none at all, is not a cause for worry. In fact, it may be an advantage." He invited Alina to follow him to a stone bench overlooking the valley. They sat together as the wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it the quiet song of nature's rhythm. "Consider," Kubo began, "that relationships, like the trees below, are best measured by their depth, not their spread. A single deep root can anchor a tree through storms better than many shallow roots can." He pointed to 2 ancient pine trees growing near the cliff's edge. Their roots were visibly intertwined, supporting one another through years of mountain winds and storms. "These trees have grown together for over 100 years," Kubo said. "Their connection runs deep beneath the surface, giving them stability no forest of saplings with shallow roots could provide." Alina looked thoughtfully at the trees, feeling a sense of peace settle within her. "So, you're saying," she asked, "that it's better to have a few deep friendships than many shallow ones?" "Yes," Kubo replied, "quality over quantity." He continued, "A true friend is one who stands by you in your hour of need." The Buddha taught this simple truth, emphasizing the transformative power of even a single, authentic connection. Kubo explained how many relationships are often built on convenience, social expectations, or mutual benefit connections that can be useful but lack true intimacy. "These serve their purpose," he said, "but often leave the spirit feeling empty." Alina nodded slowly, recalling her many acquaintances, the casual greetings, polite conversations, and surface-level chats that filled her social calendar but left her heart wanting. Kubo smiled. "Having fewer friends allows you to focus your emotional energy on relationships that truly nourish your spirit." He shared how maintaining many relationships can be exhausting, requiring constant effort to keep appearances, manage expectations, and navigate social roles. Many people exhaust themselves trying to maintain a social image across numerous connections, he said. They may always appear happy, successful, and agreeable, even when they do not feel that way inside. He advised Alina to look honestly at her 2 close friendships with May, her childhood neighbor, and Jiro, her cousin. With them, Kubo said, you can be yourself without fear of judgment. Your conversations flow naturally, moving from light-hearted banter to profound questions about life. Alina smiled, remembering those moments with Mei and Jiro. She never felt the need to pretend or impress. Their friendship was a safe harbor, a place where silence was as comfortable as speech. Kubo suggested that these markers, acceptance, challenge, and genuine presence, are the hallmarks of true friendship. He cautioned against measuring relationships by frequency or shared activities. The Buddha described true friendship as standing by someone in their hour of need. Alina thought about her workplace acquaintances, relationships, based mostly on utility and mutual assistance. They served their purpose, but left her feeling strangely alone. Kubo encouraged her to reflect on the emotional cost of maintaining numerous shallow ties. How many conflicts or tensions usually occur in large groups? He asked. Each relationship requires care, understanding, and occasional repair. With fewer connections, you can invest more deeply, creating bonds that withstand life's inevitable challenges. He pointed again to the ancient trees, their roots intertwined, their branches offering mutual shelter. Their strength lies in their depth. Alina's heart felt lighter as she absorbed this wisdom. She began to realize that her loneliness was not a defect, but a signal, a call to seek depth over breadth in her relationships. Kubo then shared another benefit of having fewer friends: the gift of freedom. With fewer social obligations, you have more space for solitude, self-discovery, and spiritual growth. He reminded her how the Buddha himself would periodically leave his community for solitary meditation in solitude. Kubo said, "You find clarity, passion, and peace." Alina thought of the hours she spent practicing calligraphy, her private joy and meditation. It was something she rarely shared, but deeply treasured. Kubo gently invited Alina to honor her own need for quiet and space, to see it not as loneliness, but as sacred solitude. Your preference for solitude is not a flaw, he said, but a rare gift. They sat together in silence as the sun began to set, painting the valley in shades of amber and purple. The cool breeze carried the scent of pine and distant wood smoke. Kubo asked Alina, "What qualities make your friendships meaningful? What needs do they fulfill that casual acquaintances cannot?" Alina reflected. With Mei and Jiro, I never have to pretend they know my flaws and love me anyway. We can share silence as comfortably as conversation. They challenge me to grow, rather than simply making me feel good about myself. Kubo smiled warmly. These are the markers of true friendship. He reminded her of Aristotle's wisdom that friendships based on virtue, where friends help each other become better people, bring lasting fulfillment. Such friendships are rare because they require truth over comfort. Alina began to see her own social world with new eyes. She understood why many people seek numerous friendships but still feel empty. Their relationships lack depth and authenticity. Kubo encouraged her to practice mudita, sympathetic joy in others' happiness, without comparison or envy. He warned against believing appearances, as many people maintain social networks out of fear of loneliness rather than true connection. As darkness fell and stars appeared, one by one, in the vast sky, Kubo and Alina sat beneath the canopy of trees. He invited her to feel gratitude for her few true friends and for the spaciousness that solitude brings. Your small circle is not a limitation, he said softly, but a fertile ground where deep connection grows. Alina left the hermitage changed. She no longer saw her preference for few friends as a deficit, but as a natural expression of her spirit. In the months and years that followed, she nurtured these friendships with care and presence, letting go of the urge to seek approval in numbers. She learned to appreciate the depth of each connection, the laughter, the silence, the shared growth. May and Jiro remained her anchors, and in their company she found a home for her heart. The quiet evenings alone became treasured times of renewal and creativity. Occasionally, Alina returned to the hermitage to visit Kubo, sometimes bringing her friends along. She shared how the teaching on quality over quantity had transformed not only her friendships, but also her relationship with herself. "I have discovered," she said, "that true connection starts within, with acceptance, compassion, and presence." You have journeyed gently through stories and reflections. Now, we move inward to a place of deep presence, a place where the heart quietly opens and breath flows like a calm river. In this meditation, we will nurture your capacity to appreciate and deepen the connections that truly nourish your spirit. Before we begin, find a comfortable position, perhaps seated or lying down, allowing your body to be fully supported. Close your eyes softly or lower your gaze to a gentle focus. Allow your attention to settle here in this moment. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Hold it for just a moment, and now exhale fully through your mouth, releasing any tension or tightness you may be holding. Breathe in again, slow and deep, expanding your belly gently. Hold and breathe out with ease, softening your face, your jaw, your shoulders. Feel your body begin to relax, sinking deeper into comfort with each breath. With every exhale, imagine releasing stress and worry with every inhale. Welcome calm and peace. Now, bring your awareness to your heart space, the center of your chest. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your breath here. Imagine a warm, soothing light glowing softly in this space, a light of kindness, connection, and love. As you breathe, allow this light to expand, filling your chest with warmth. Feel it spreading gently through your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands. Let it move down your back, your belly, your legs, until your entire body is enveloped in this gentle glow. This light is your capacity to love and to be loved. It is your invitation to connect deeply with yourself and with others who nourish you. Now, softly call to mind someone who truly nurtures your spirit. It might be a friend, a family member, a partner, or even a teacher or mentor. Bring this person gently into your awareness. See their face as clearly as you can in your mind's eye. Notice the details, the way they smile, their eyes, the kindness they radiate. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for their presence in your life. Imagine your heart extending toward them like a warm ray of light. Feel the connection between your heart and theirs, a bridge built from trust, kindness, and shared experience. Take a deep breath in, and with your exhale, silently send thanks to this person for who they are in your life. Feel the warmth of gratitude growing in your chest. Now, as you breathe gently, allow this connection to deepen. Imagine with each inhale you draw in the qualities this person brings to your life, their kindness, support, wisdom, laughter, or presence. With each exhale, imagine sending back your love, appreciation, and respect. Breathe in their light, filling your heart and mind with it. Breathe out your own light, sending it warmly toward them. Notice how your body responds to this exchange. Perhaps your chest feels fuller, your shoulders softer, your face more relaxed. Allow yourself to simply be here, present with this connection, without needing to change anything. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the rhythm of your breath and the feeling of this connection. You do not need to do anything but be now. Allow yourself to expand this awareness to other relationships in your life that nourish you. Bring to mind 2 or 3 more people who support you, who stand with you, who see and accept you. See them as clearly as you can. Feel the unique light each of them brings to your heart with your breath. Send each person love and gratitude. Feel your heart opening wider, embracing all these connections with tenderness. Take a moment to notice the qualities that make these relationships nourishing. Is it trust? Is it laughter? Is it shared silence? Or mutual growth? Is it kindness or understanding? Is it the freedom to be yourself without fear? Breathe in these qualities. Breathe out your appreciation for them. Now, turn your awareness gently inward. Consider the relationship you have with yourself. Do you nurture your own spirit with the same kindness and acceptance? Do you offer yourself patience and compassion in difficult moments? Imagine holding your own heart with tender hands. Offer yourself the same love and care you have just sent to others. Breath in self-love and acceptance. Breathe out any self-judgment or doubt. You are worthy of deep connection with yourself and with others. Your spirit deserves to be nourished and cherished. As you continue to breathe gently, imagine your heart growing like a flower, opening to the sun. With each breath, it opens wider, ready to receive and give love. Freely. Feel gratitude for your capacity to connect, to love, and to be loved. Know that even if your connections feel few or far between, their depth and authenticity hold immense power. Take a few moments now to simply rest in this feeling, the peace of deep connection within and without. Let yourself be fully present with this experience. As this meditation slowly comes to a close, begin to bring your awareness back to your physical body. Feel the support beneath you, the air against your skin. Wiggle your fingers and toes gently. Roll your shoulders if that feels good. When you are ready, open your eyes softly, carrying with you the warmth and nourishment of your deep connections. Know that you can return to this place of presence and appreciation anytime you wish. Your heart's capacity for connection is always here, steady, open, and radiant. Thank you for sharing this moment of meditation. May your relationships continue to deepen and nourish your spirit. May your heart remain open to love in all its many forms. To this meditation on balanced compassion and self-care, a practice to nurture kindness towards yourself while honoring your ability to give to others with wisdom and care. Find a comfortable position. You may sit or lie down, whatever feels most restful and supportive for you right now. Allow your body to settle, feeling supported by the surface beneath you. Gently close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever feels best. Take a moment here just to arrive, to come home to yourself in this present moment. Settling into breath. Begin by bringing gentle awareness to your breath. Notice the natural rhythm of breathing, neither trying to change it nor judging it, simply noticing. Feel the coolness of the air as it enters your nostrils. Notice the slight warmth as you exhale. Feel your belly or chest rise with each inhale, fall with each exhale. Allow the breath to be your anchor, a steady thread that connects you to this moment. If your mind wanders, that is okay. Gently guide your attention back to the breath, like a soft breeze returning to a calm lake. Deepening breath. Now, let us deepen the breath slightly, still gentle and easy, not forced. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold the breath softly for a count of 2. Exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 6. Pause briefly before the next inhale. Repeat this breath cycle 3 times with each exhale. Imagine releasing tension, worry, or exhaustion with each inhale. Invite calm, clarity, and peace. Feel the body begin to soften and relax more deeply. Body awareness and scan. Now gently shift your attention from your breath to your body. Notice the sensations present without trying to change anything. Feel the weight of your body sinking into the surface beneath you. Start at the top of your head. Notice any sensations, warmth, coolness, or stillness. Slowly move your attention down to your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks. Relax the muscles around your eyes and mouth. Allow your jaw to soften. Bring awareness to your neck and throat. Notice any tension or ease. Let those areas soften if you can. Move your attention to your shoulders. Are they lifted or heavy? With each exhale, imagine the shoulders dropping gently down, releasing tension. Feel the upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands. Notice the weight of your hands resting softly. Let your fingers relax, maybe even spread slightly. Move your attention down your chest and heart space. Feel the rise and fall with each breath here. Allow your heart space to open gently, softening the muscles around your chest and ribcage. Bring awareness to your back, upper, middle, lower. Feel the support beneath you, the contact with the surface. Allow your back muscles to release and soften. Shift your attention to your abdomen. Notice the sensations of the belly rising and falling with each breath. Relax the abdominal muscles. Move down to your hips, pelvis, and lower back. Feel the contact with the surface below, steady and strong. Bring awareness to your thighs, knees, calves, ankles. Feel the weight and any sensations present. Finally, bring your attention to your feet, the soles, toes. Let the feet feel heavy, grounded. Invitation to self-kindness. Bring your hands gently to rest over your heart or your belly. Wherever feels natural, feel the warmth of your hands and the beat of your heart. Begin to cultivate a feeling of kindness toward yourself. Imagine offering yourself the same care and compassion you would offer a dear friend who is weary or in pain. Repeat silently or softly to yourself. May I be kind to myself. May I honor my needs and my limits. May I treat myself with patience and compassion. Allow these words to settle deeply. Notice how it feels to receive your own kindness. Allow any resistance or doubt to soften. This is a practice not always easy, but deeply healing. Balancing compassion for others and self-corona. Gently bring to mind someone you care for deeply, a person who inspires feelings of love or compassion within you. Imagine them sitting quietly before you. Picture their face, their smile, their presence. Allow feelings of warmth and care to arise. Say silently or softly to yourself, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. Notice the fullness of these wishes, the sincerity of your heart. Now, gently turn that same warmth and care back to yourself. Remember that compassion includes yourself as well as others. You are worthy of kindness and care. You deserve to be nurtured. Sustainable compassion requires tending both to the needs of others and to your own well-being. Guided visualization. The balanced river. Imagine now a river flowing gently through a lush valley. This river represents your compassion. Notice the steady flow, neither rushing nor stagnant. The river nourishes the land, trees, and animals along its banks. See how the river supports life while maintaining its own course and depth. Sometimes it widens, sometimes it narrows, but always it flows with ease. Imagine your compassion as this river, strong and steady. You give to others without draining yourself. You allow space to replenish. You find balance between giving and receiving. Feel this balance as a deep current within your own heart. Breath practice for balanced compassion. Return your focus to your breath. As you inhale, silently say to yourself, I nurture myself. As you exhale, say silently, I nurture others. Inhale, I nurture myself. Exhale, I nurture others. Let these words guide your breath, linking self-care and compassion in harmony. Continue this breathing cycle for several minutes, allowing each phrase to settle. Notice any sensations or emotions that arise. Accept all experiences without judgment. Body. Scan with compassionate awareness now. Gently scan your body again, this time with a focus on areas that feel tight, sore, or tired with each breath. Imagine sending warmth and healing energy to these areas. Say silently, may you be eased, may you be eased, may you be held in kindness. Allow your breath to soothe any discomfort. Feel the body soften and release. Know that honoring your body's signals is an act of self-kindness. Affirmations for sustainable giving now. Bring your attention to your heart center. Silently repeat these affirmations, allowing their meaning to deepen within you. I give from a place of fullness, not depletion. My kindness is balanced and sustainable. Healthy boundaries protect my energy. I honor my needs as much as the needs of others. Compassion begins with self-care. I am worthy of love and care. I nurture myself so I can nurture others. Saying no is an act of kindness. I release guilt when I care for myself. I am enough just as I am. Allow these affirmations to resonate. Feel them planting seeds of wisdom and strength. Silence and gentle presence. Now rest in silent awareness. Allow the affirmations, sensations, and feelings to unfold naturally. Know that this moment is a sanctuary for your spirit. Breathe gently. Feel the stillness beneath your thoughts. If your mind wanders, gently return to your breath or the affirmations. Invitation to loving kindness. For self and others, gently bring to mind again those you love, family, friends, or even those you find challenging. Silently send wishes of loving kindness. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. Now turn the loving kindness toward yourself. Say softly, may I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be free from suffering. Feel this circle of compassion connecting you with all beings. Know you are part of this vast web of care. Begin to bring your awareness back to the room. Feel the surface beneath you once again. Notice the sensations of your body as it rests. Bring gentle movement to your fingers and toes. When you feel ready, softly open your eyes or lift your gaze. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, smile gently. Thank yourself for taking this time for balanced compassion and self-care. Remember, kindness is not a finite resource. When nurtured wisely, it grows stronger and more resilient. Carry this practice with you in the days ahead. May your giving be joyful. May your rest be deep. May your heart be full for yourself and for all you touch. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. Rather, it is a profound liberation, a gift we give ourselves when we release the burning coal of resentment. As we journey through this story together, allow yourself to settle deeply into the warmth and safety of this moment. Let your heart open to the timeless wisdom of forgiveness. Setting the scene, ancient India long ago. In the bustling cities of ancient India, life flowed with vibrant energy. Markets thrived with merchants and farmers, nobles and servants, all seeking prosperity and meaning. Among them lived Devadatta, a man known for his sharp business acumen and fierce pride. His merchant business sold ritual goods and sacred texts, a livelihood tied closely to the traditions and beliefs of the people. For many years, Devadatta prospered, respected and feared in equal measure. But beneath his success simmered a deep, hidden pain. Years ago, a trusted business partner had betrayed him, stealing wealth, damaging his reputation with false accusations. This injustice had settled in Devadatta's heart like a dark stone, hard and cold. For decades, he nursed his anger, allowing it to define him. Devadatta's growing resentment. This anger was not a fleeting emotion. It was a fortress that shaped Devadatta's identity. He replayed the betrayal endlessly in his mind, fueling his resentment like a fire that refused to die. His relationships grew strained. His joy diminished, though he appeared strong and successful. Inside, he was bound by a heavy chain of bitterness. The idea of forgiveness seemed impossible, a betrayal of his suffering, a letting go of justice. Hearing of the Buddha, the regent, word spread of a wandering teacher named the Buddha, a man whose wisdom and compassion touched many lives. Devadatta heard tales of the Buddha's teachings on forgiveness and peace. But instead of curiosity, these stories ignited anger in him. How can someone preach forgiveness to those who have been wronged? He thought. It is a foolish, naive idea. The marketplace encounter one day, unable to contain his fury. Devadatta sought out the Buddha in a crowded marketplace. The Buddha sat beneath the shade of a great banyan tree, surrounded by listeners. From all walks of life, Devadatta pushed through the crowd, his body tense, eyes burning. When he reached the Buddha, without warning, he spat directly in the teacher's face, a bold act of disrespect meant to provoke and humiliate the crowd. Gasped. Disciples moved to defend the Buddha, but the teacher raised a hand, signaling calm. The Buddha's response. The Buddha did not flinch. He calmly wiped his face with the same hand. Then, looking deeply into Devadatta's eyes, he said softly, "Thank you." Devadatta was stunned. "Thank you," he spat back. "I just spat in your face. Are you mad?" The Buddha smiled gently. "When someone offers a gift you do not wish to receive, to whom does the gift belong?" "To the giver," Devadatta replied hesitantly. "Exactly," the Buddha said. "You have offered me your anger, wrapped in the gesture of spitting. I declined to receive it. It remains yours, but I thank you for giving me the opportunity to practice patience and compassion, gifts I gladly accept. The power of compassion. Devadatta stood silent, disarmed. His rage, so carefully constructed, now felt exposed and raw. The Buddha's calm presence revealed the futility of hatred in that moment. Many in the crowd saw the profound strength of compassion, a strength that does not retaliate but transforms, a new possibility, though confused. Devadatta could not shake the encounter from his mind. That night, he tossed and turned, haunted by the contrast between his burning anger and the Buddha's serene peace. He began to wonder, could forgiveness be a path not to weakness, but to freedom? Returning to the teacher at dawn, Devadatta found himself drawn back to the Buddha this time. He approached with bowed head, seeking understanding. "I have come to ask your forgiveness for my behavior yesterday," he said quietly. "I do not understand why, but I could not rest until I did." The Buddha looked at him with gentle acceptance. "There is nothing to forgive," he replied. "The man who stood before me yesterday in rage is not the same man who stands here seeking understanding. That man exists only in memory today. You have new understanding, and so new actions become possible. This is the nature of impermanence. Nothing remains fixed, including who we are and what we are capable of." The journey of forgiveness. The Buddha invited Devadatta to sit beside him beneath the banyan tree for hours. They spoke not as adversaries, but as two humans exploring the nature of anger, forgiveness, and transformation. The Buddha taught that forgiveness is a practice, a process of releasing the pain that binds us to the past. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Forgiveness is not for the benefit of the person who harmed us, but for ourselves, a practice of awareness. The Buddha explained how to cultivate space between the rising of anger and the action upon it. In that space, freedom exists by breathing with awareness, by witnessing anger without being carried away by it. We can choose responses rooted in compassion rather than reaction. This practice opens the heart and softens the grip of resentment. Seeing the shared humanity. Forgiveness is also an act of insight, recognizing that those who harm us do so out of ignorance, fear, or pain. Their actions, however hurtful, arise from the universal human condition. This understanding does not excuse harm, but it frees us from being trapped in cycles of hatred. Forgiving oneself, the Buddha reminded Devadatta that self-forgiveness is often the most difficult. We tend to judge ourselves more harshly than others, but true liberation requires extending the same compassion inward. Mistakes and limitations are part of the human journey. By forgiving ourselves, we open to healing and growth, transformation and freedom. In the days and months that followed, Devadatta's heart softened. He did not forget his past wounds, but he loosened their hold on his spirit. He redirected his business toward honesty and fairness. He shared his story and teachings with others, helping them find the courage to forgive. His journey from bitterness to peace became a living example of the Buddha's teaching. Reflection for the listener now. As you rest here, consider if there is a burden of resentment you carry, perhaps for someone else or even for yourself. Notice how holding on to anger weighs upon your body and mind. Imagine the possibility of release. Forgiveness does not erase the past, but it frees your present. It allows your heart to breathe and your spirit to heal. Guided visualization, releasing the burning coal. Picture yourself holding a burning coal tightly in your hand. Feel its heat, its pain. This coal represents your anger and resentment. Now imagine opening your hand slowly. Feel the coal slip away, falling safely to the ground. Notice the relief as the heat leaves your hand. Your hand is free, able to receive kindness, peace, and joy. Affirmations of forgiveness. Silently repeat. I release the burden of resentment. I choose peace for myself. Forgiveness frees my heart. I am open to healing. Compassion is my path to freedom. Carry the Buddha's wisdom gently in your heart. Remember that forgiveness is a journey, sometimes slow, sometimes challenging, but always available. May your heart find space to let go. May your spirit find freedom in compassion. May your sleep be peaceful and your waking moments filled with lightness and grace. We journey into a quiet forest. Wisdom waits beneath the shade of old trees, whispering truths about kindness, balance, and the care we owe to ourselves as well as others. This is the story of Kiara and Master Arrow, a teaching on the dark, but the kind that dims our own spirit when given without boundaries. Kiara was known in her village for her generous heart. She was the one everyone turned to for help, for listening, for comfort, for guidance. Her hands were always busy, her days filled with giving. Yet beneath her warm smile, a shadow grew, a deep exhaustion, a hollow ache she struggled to understand. One spring morning, Kiara set out on a journey to seek answers of Master Arrow. Upon arriving at the temple, she was greeted with kindness and offered tea, a simple gesture of welcome and refreshment after her long journey. Then she was invited to the garden to speak with Master Arrow himself. The garden was a peaceful sanctuary, cherry blossoms drifting gently like pink snow, the soft murmur of a nearby stream, and beds of carefully tended herbs. Master Arrow sat beneath a towering cherry tree, his eyes kind but penetrating, seeming to see through to the very heart of things. Master Arrow, Kiara began, her voice soft yet filled with determination. I have come because something in my life feels deeply wrong. Though I give freely and kindly to those around me, I feel more and more empty. I am tired, not just in body, but in spirit. Arrow listened closely, noting the tension in her shoulders, the way her hands clutched the teacup tightly, as if seeking comfort from its warmth. He recognized in Kiara a pattern he had seen many times before, the pattern of giving beyond one's capacity, mistaking depletion for virtue. Kiara, he said gently, before I answer, may I ask you something? When was the last time you did something solely for your own joy, without any thought of helping others? There is always someone who needs help, always. Someone suffering. It feels selfish to focus on myself when others are in pain. Master Arrow nodded, understanding. Let me tell you a story, he said, gesturing for her to follow him deeper into the garden. They walked along a winding stone path that curved beneath flowering cherry trees and past beds of vegetables carefully tended by the temple monks. Imagine a village surrounded by a lush forest, offering shade and shelter. Its fruits are sweet and nourishing, providing for the village's well-being. The villagers depend on the tree for their prosperity. Each family takes only what they need, and in return, they care for the tree, watering it, clearing pests, and tending its roots. Each family takes turns caring for the tree, ensuring it remains healthy for generations. Arrow paused, allowing Kiara to imagine this harmony. But as time passed, concerned only with accumulating wealth, others, seeing this imbalance, tried to compensate by giving even more care to the tree, believing that if others would not do their part, they must. At first, this seemed admirable, but gradually, those overly generous families began to suffer. Their own gardens were neglected, their children less cared for, their homes falling into disrepair. In trying to care for the whole village, they created an imbalance in their own lives. Arrow said, the tree itself began to weaken. Its leaves lost their luster. Its fruits lost their sweetness. Despite the extra care, the tree suffered because the care it received was out of balance. A wise woman from the forest's edge came forward with insight. She said the tree suffers because some give nothing, creating emptiness, while others give too much, creating dependency. The tree needs balanced, sustainable care from all who benefit from its gifts, not excessive sacrifice from a few. Arrow looked deeply into Kiara's eyes and said, "This is the moral of the story. Generosity must be balanced to be truly beneficial, both for the receiver and the giver." Arrow continued, "But there is a dark side to kindness. When it is given without discernment or boundaries, when we give without balance, we deplete ourselves and sometimes create unhealthy dynamics with those around us. Consider the parent who sacrifices everything for their children, neglecting their own health. And what happens when the parent inevitably burns out?" Kiara's eyes widened. "Yes," she said thoughtfully. "The children learn that self-neglect is virtuous, and when the parent burns out, everyone suffers." Arrow smiled gently. The Buddha taught the middle way, avoiding extremes in all aspects of life. This applies to giving as much as to anything else. Sustainable compassion requires honoring our own needs alongside those of others. They sat in silence for a moment, watching a dragonfly skim the surface of a nearby pond. Kiara seemed to be absorbing the lesson, re-examining her life through a new lens. Arrow then spoke of several ways excessive kindness becomes harmful. First, when we never say no to others' requests, resentment builds. Even if hidden deep within, this poisons the kindness we try to offer. Second, when we constantly prioritize others' needs above our own, we teach them that our boundaries do not matter. People begin to expect sacrifice as a right rather than appreciating it as a gift. Third, and perhaps most importantly, excessive self-sacrifice often comes from a place of fear of rejection. Now, relaxed around the teacup, "I recognize myself in your words," she said quietly. "My kindness has partly been about earning my place in the community, out of fear that if I stopped giving, I would no longer be valued." Arrow nodded with compassion. The Buddha taught for sublime states of mind becomes distorted and unsustainable. For nutrients and none flourish. So too with humans, Arrow continued. We need space for our own growth if we are to have anything meaningful to offer others. They walked slowly, Arrow explaining how balanced giving requires discernment, knowing when assistance supports growth and when it fosters dependency. He spoke of recognizing one's own capacity on any given day, giving not from depletion, but from fullness. The Buddha taught we should be islands unto ourselves, Arrow said, not isolated, but stable within, so that our well-being does not depend entirely on others. From this inner stability, we can reach out to others in genuine service, not from need, but from choice. As they returned to the temple pavilion, Kiara felt a shift within her. She saw clearly how her pattern of giving without boundaries had depleted her spirit. Ero smiled warmly and shared the Buddha's guidance on the middle way, nourishing the land without drying its source. Kiara was filled with new resolve. She would practice saying no when needed. It is essential for sustainable compassion. As the sun set, painting the sky with soft hues of pink and gold. Eager to continue learning how to give with wisdom and love, the Buddhas for sublime states, loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity offer a timeless path to balanced kindness. May you to find balance in your giving, nurturing your spirit as you nurture others. May your kindness flow like a steady river, strong, deep, and sustaining all it touches. As you rest tonight, carry this wisdom gently in your heart. Remember that true kindness includes kindness to yourself. Pause for a few moments of silent reflection. May you sleep peacefully, renewed and restored, ready to greet a new day with a balanced, open heart. As we begin, find a comfortable position, whether seated or lying down, in a place where you feel safe and relaxed. Gently close your eyes. If that feels right for you, allow your body to settle. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your weight. Take a moment to acknowledge this space, a sanctuary for your mind and heart, connecting to breath now. Gently bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the natural rhythm as it flows in and out. No need to change anything. Simply observe. Feel the coolness of the air as it enters your nostrils. Feel the warmth as you exhale. With each breath, sense yourself becoming more grounded, more present. Allow your breath to slow and deepen naturally. With every inhale, invite calm. With every exhale, release tension. Breathe in peace, breathe out stress, body awareness, and relaxations. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Feel a gentle wave of relaxation begin to sweep downward, softening the scalp, easing the forehead. Relax your eyebrows, your eyes, your cheeks. Release any tightness in the jaw. Let the tongue rest comfortably. In your mouth, feel the relaxation flowing down your neck, loosening the muscles. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Feel the arms growing heavy and soft. Relax your hands and fingertips. Bring your awareness down your chest and back. Feel your ribs expand gently with each breath. Allow your belly to soften. Sense the flow of breath moving deeply and calmly. Relax your hips, thighs, knees, calves. Let your feet and toes melt into comfort. Your entire body is becoming heavy, peaceful, grounded. Setting an intention now. Take a moment to set a gentle intention for this meditation. Perhaps you wish to release anger or resentment. Perhaps you desire to open your heart to forgiveness and peace. Allow whatever intention arises to be honored without judgment. Silently affirm to yourself, I am open to releasing what no longer serves me. I choose peace for my heart. I welcome healing and compassion. Guided visualization. Meeting yourself with compassion. Imagine now that you are standing before a mirror. This mirror reflects not just your physical appearance, but your inner world, your feelings, your memories, your deepest truths. Look deeply into your own eyes. See the fullness of who you are without judgment. Notice any emotions present, perhaps sadness, frustration, anger, or hurt. Acknowledge these feelings as part of your human experience. Now, imagine extending kindness to yourself. I forgive myself for holding on to resentment. I release the burdens I have carried for so long. I am worthy of peace and love. Breathing into release, bring your attention once more to your breath with each inhale. Breathe in compassion with each exhale. Breathe out tension and resistance. Imagine, with every exhale, that you are releasing a thread of resentment from your heart. See those threads loosening, dissolving into the air. Feel your heart growing lighter, more open. Allow the breath to guide you deeper into this state of release, expanding forgiveness to others. Now, gently shift your awareness beyond yourself. Think of someone you hold resentment toward. This might be a person, a group, or even a situation. Picture them clearly in your mind, without forcing. Allow yourself to notice any feelings that arise. Recognize the weight of resentment you may be carrying toward them. Breathe deeply and acknowledge these feelings, understanding the roots. Imagine now that you see the story behind their actions. See their struggles, their pain, their fears, the human condition that drives behavior. You may not know their full story, but allow your heart to recognize that everyone is shaped by their own suffering. Forgiveness does not mean excusing harm, but seeing the shared humanity beneath. Visualizing the release picture, a soft, radiant light growing in your heart. With each breath, this light expands. It begins to envelop the person or situation toward which you feel resentment. This light carries your intention to release anger and open to peace. Visualize this light dissolving the walls of bitterness and hurt. See those old burdens lifting away like mist under the morning sun. Feel the space that opens within you, a calm, serene place. Offering compassion, silently offer these words, or ones that feel natural to you. I release the anger I have held toward you. I choose peace for myself and for you. May we both find healing and freedom. Allow yourself to sit in this space of compassion, noticing how it feels to let go. Breath and body integration. Return your attention gently to your breath. Feel how releasing resentment brings a lightness to your chest. Notice if your body feels different, perhaps softer, more relaxed. Let this feeling spread through your entire being with each breath. Nurture this new space of calm. Forgiveness for the unacknowledged. If you carry resentment toward someone who does not acknowledge harm, or toward a situation beyond your control, bring this to mind now. Recognize that forgiveness is for your liberation, not their absolution. Visualize yourself releasing the burning coal, the resentment, for your own freedom. Say silently, I release the burden for my own peace. I let go of what I cannot change. I create space for joy and healing. Self-forgiveness deepening. Now return. Focus inward. Recall any moments when you have judged or blamed yourself harshly. Bring awareness to these inner criticisms. Place your hand over your heart again. Offer forgiveness to yourself for mistakes, imperfections, and limitations. Say, I forgive myself. I am learning and growing. I am deserving of compassion. Anchoring in the present, bring your awareness fully to this present moment. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Notice the sensations of your body resting here now. Know that in this moment, you are free. Free to choose peace over resentment. Free to open your heart to love. Affirmations of peace. Repeat silently or aloud. I am free from the chains of resentment. My heart is open and at peace. I choose forgiveness as my path to healing. Compassion flows through me. I welcome peace in every breath. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a calm lake at dawn. The water is smooth, reflecting the soft colors of the sky. You hold a heavy stone, the weight of resentment. Slowly, you release the stone into the water. Watch as it sinks, ripples fading gently. Feel the weight leaving your heart. Turn your gaze to the horizon, welcoming the light of a new day. Gradual return. Begin to bring gentle movement to your fingers and toes. Stretch your arms or legs if that feels good. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes. Carry this sense of calm and release with you. Know that forgiveness is always within reach, a practice you can return to whenever needed. Thank you for taking this time to nurture your heart. May the peace born from forgiveness stay with you deeply. May your sleep be restful, your dreams gentle. May your waking hours be filled with lightness and grace. As we settle deeper into this moment, allow yourself to become fully present with the story of Devadatta, a man whose journey offers profound insights into the nature of forgiveness, transformation, and liberation. This is not just a tale of one individual, but a mirror reflecting universal truths about the human experience, especially the weight of resentment and the possibility of freedom beyond it. Part 1. The weight of resentment. Devadatta had been a respected merchant in his city, known for his sharp mind and relentless ambition. Yet beneath his success lay a heart burdened by a grievance that had shaped much of his life. Years ago, a trusted business partner betrayed him, stealing wealth, spreading false accusations, and shattering both his reputation and sense of security. For decades, Devadatta's identity intertwined with this pain. The bitterness he carried became a shield and a prison, defining his interactions and clouding his peace. He nursed this anger carefully, convinced it was a just response, a righteous fire fueled by injustice. Yet this fire burned within him, often hotter than the harm it sought to oppose. Reflective pause. Consider for a moment. Is there a burden you carry that feels inseparable from who you are? A resentment, a grievance, a wound held tightly, defining your story. Recognizing this is the first step toward transformation. Part 2. The encounter with the Buddha. The turning point came when Devadatta encountered the Buddha in a busy marketplace. Beneath the spreading branches of a great banyan tree, consumed by rage, Devadatta acted impulsively, spitting in the Buddha's face, intending to provoke anger or humiliation in return. Instead, the Buddha's response was extraordinary. He calmly wiped his face and simply said, "Thank you." This unexpected reaction shattered Devadatta's expectations. He realized that the anger he had wrapped so tightly was his own burden, not the Buddha's. In that moment, a crack appeared in the fortress of resentment he had built. Reflective pause. Imagine how it might feel if the anger you offer met not with retaliation, but with calm acceptance. What walls might begin to crumble within you. Part 3. The path to forgiveness. In the days that followed, Devadatta wrestled with the Buddha's teachings. He came to understand forgiveness was not a concession or forgetting, but a deliberate choice to release the burning coal he carried. he met with the Buddha again, seeking guidance on how to let go of the pain that had defined him for so long. The Buddha taught that we are not fixed beings. The self shaped by anger and resentment is not permanent. It exists only as long as we hold on to those feelings. Each moment offers the chance to choose again, to become someone new. Part 4. Impermanence and freedom. This teaching of impermanence, that all things change, is a cornerstone of Buddhist wisdom. Devadatta reflected on his identity. Recognizing it was a story he had told himself repeatedly, but not the totality of who he was. He saw that clinging to resentment was like holding onto a rope tied to a heavy stone. It weighed him down and limited his freedom. By embracing impermanence, he opened the door to transformation. Reflective. Pause. What stories do you tell yourself that keep you bound? How might embracing impermanence, the truth that all feelings, all identities, all circumstances change, open space for freedom? Part 5. The inner work of letting go. Forgiveness, Devadatta learned, is a practice, not a single act. It required patience, courage, and compassion, especially toward oneself. He began to notice old feelings of resentment arise, triggered by memories, people, or situations. Instead of reacting, he learned to observe these emotions with gentle awareness. He recognized the suffering beneath his anger, in himself and others. This recognition allowed compassion to grow, softening the hold resentment had on his heart. Part 6. Transforming relationships. As Devoda's heart softened, his relationships began to shift. He approached old wounds not with bitterness, but with curiosity and openness. He reached out to those he had resented, not necessarily to reconcile or seek apology, but to clear his own heart. Some responded with understanding, others did not yet. Devadatta found peace in releasing his need for external validation. Forgiveness became a gift he gave himself. Reflective. Pause. Think of someone you may hold resentment toward. How might your relationship with them change if your forgiveness was a gift for your own peace rather than their absolution? Part 7. Liberation from identity. Devadatta's story shows us that resentment can become a false identity. We wear it like armor, believing it protects us, yet it isolates and diminishes our joy. Letting go of resentment is like shedding an old skin. It reveals the radiant self beneath, capable of compassion, resilience, and peace. That this liberation is not about forgetting the past, but about freeing the present. Part 8. Forgiveness as a journey. The Buddha reminded Devadatta and us that forgiveness is often gradual. There may be setbacks, old patterns may re-emerge, but with continued practice, the heart softens, the burning coal cools, peace becomes the natural state. Reflective. Pause. Forgiveness does not mean perfection. It means commitment to healing. What small step can you take today toward releasing resentment? Part 9. Embracing compassion. Devadatta's transformation blossomed into compassionate action. He shared his story and teachings with others burdened by resentment. His experience became a beacon, showing that liberation is possible. Compassion toward self and others became the foundation of his renewed life. Part 10. Closing reflections. As you listen to Devadatta's story, remember that your own journey is unique. The weight you carry, the burdens you bear, can be softened through the practice of forgiveness. Embrace impermanence. Recognize the shared humanity in yourself and others. Let go with grace. Let this moment be a refuge, a space where you can arrive fully, just as you are. Find a comfortable position, whether seated or lying down. Allow your body to settle, supported and at ease. Close your eyes gently if that feels safe and inviting, or soften your gaze, letting your vision rest softly. This meditation invites you to explore the natural flow of change, the impermanence that colors every aspect of life, and to practice letting go of the stories and narratives that no longer serve you. Together, we will cultivate openness to new possibilities and the freedom that comes with embracing transformation. Grounding. Breath. Begin by bringing attention to your breath. Notice the gentle movement of air flowing in through your nostrils, cool and soft. Feel the breath as it travels downward, filling your lungs and expanding your chest and belly. Then, notice the breath as it flows outward, warm and releasing, carrying away tension and fatigue. Let your breathing be natural, neither forced nor hurried. Simply follow the rhythm of your body's own breath. With each inhale, imagine drawing in calm and clarity. With each exhale, imagine releasing tightness, resistance, and any heaviness you carry. Breathe in, calm. Breathe out, release. Allow your breath to slow gently now, inviting a natural rhythm that feels soothing and grounding. Body awareness and relaxation. Turn your attention to your body, beginning at the crown of your head. Scan downward slowly, noticing any areas of tension or tightness. If you encounter any tightness, simply breathe into it with kindness. Imagine your breath softening the muscles, loosening the grip of stress. Move your awareness down your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks. Relax your jaw, unclench your teeth if they are pressed together. Soften your neck and shoulders, letting them drop away from your ears. Allow your arms to rest heavy by your sides, your hands relaxed. Feel your chest rising and falling with each breath. Let your belly soften, expanding gently with each inhale. Move your awareness through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and feet. Feel the support beneath you, the solid earth, holding your body fully. Take a moment to thank your body for carrying you through each day, for its resilience and strength. Mindfulness of change, guided reflection. Now, gently bring your attention to the nature of change. Reflect on the fact that everything around you is in constant motion, shifting and evolving. Your thoughts, feelings, and sensations come and go like clouds drifting across the sky. Nothing remains exactly the same for even a moment. Consider the changing seasons. Winter melts into spring, spring blossoms into summer, and so forth. Notice how the trees shed their leaves, only to grow new ones. Observe how the river flows, never the same water twice. Recognize that change is not an interruption to life, but the very essence of it. Allow this reflection to wash over you, inviting a sense of wonder and acceptance. Breathwork, embracing impermanence. Let us return to the breath. Now, with this awareness of impermanence, breathe in deeply. And as you exhale, silently say the word change. Breathe in, and exhale, release. With each cycle, soften your grip on what is fixed or rigid within you. Invite your mind to become fluid, like water flowing effortlessly around obstacles. Imagine your thoughts and worries as leaves on a stream drifting downstream. Allow yourself to watch without holding on, If the mind wanders, gently guide it back to the breath and the mantra of change and release. Visualization, letting go of fixed narratives. Now, envision a story you have told yourself, a belief or narrative that no longer serves you. Perhaps it is a story about your identity, your past, or your fears about the future. See this story as an old book, worn at the edges and heavy in your hands. Imagine setting it down gently on the ground. Watch as the pages begin to flutter, caught by a gentle breeze. Feel the weight lifting as the book slowly closes. You do not need to forget the story. You simply choose to no longer carry it as your burden. Allow yourself to feel the space that opens when you release this narrative. Mindful awareness, opening to new possibilities, with your hands resting softly on your lap or by your sides. Bring your attention to the space within your heart. Feel the gentle pulse of life there, the rhythm that connects you to this present moment. In this openness, invite new possibilities to arise. You do not need to know what comes next. Simply allow the curiosity to exist. Breathe in openness and possibility. Breathe out resistance and fear. Trust in the unfolding of your path, knowing that change brings growth and renewal. Loving kindness to self during change can be challenging. It asks us to step into the unknown. Sometimes it brings discomfort or loss. Now, gently place your hand on your heart. Offer yourself kindness and compassion for any difficulty you may be feeling. Silently or aloud, repeat these phrases. May I be gentle with myself in this moment. May I accept what I cannot change. May I find strength in uncertainty. May I open to peace and ease. Feel the warmth of your own kindness filling your heart, soothing any unease. Body scan releasing resistance. Let us now do a slow, mindful scan of the body, inviting release of any resistance to change. Starting at your feet, notice any sensations. Allow any tightness to soften as you breathe gently into the area. Move slowly up through your legs, hips, lower back. Notice where your body may be holding on, holding tight to what is familiar. Invite those areas to relax, releasing their grip. Imagine a warm light melting tension and opening space. Continue scanning through your abdomen, chest, shoulders, neck, face, and head. Let each exhale be an invitation to let go. Embracing the flow of life, bring your attention to the breath. Once more, with each inhale, feel yourself becoming more rooted in the present moment. With each exhale, imagine flowing effortlessly with life's natural rhythm. Remind yourself that life, like your breath, moves in cycles. There is arrival and departure, beginning and ending, all held within the flow. Allow yourself to surrender to this rhythm, trusting that you are held and supported. Reflective pause, gratitude for change. This quiet space. Invite gratitude for the changes that have shaped you. Reflect on moments when transformation brought you new understanding, healing, or growth. Feel appreciation for the impermanence that allows you to evolve beyond old patterns. Allow this gratitude to fill your heart with warmth and acceptance. Affirmations, opening to possibility now. Gently repeat these affirmations, either aloud or silently, letting their meaning sink deeply into your being. I release what no longer serves me. I embrace change as a path to growth. I am open to new possibilities. I trust the unfolding of my life. I am free from fixed narratives. I welcome transformation with kindness. I am rooted in the present moment. I am at peace with impermanence. Allow these words to become a gentle mantra, grounding you in openness and ease. Integration, resting in stillness now. Allow yourself to rest in the stillness that remains after the breath. The reflections and the affirmations. Feel the spaciousness within you, a quiet openness, a soft calm. There is nothing you need to do in this moment except be here, fully present. If thoughts come, watch them gently float by without judgment. Return to your breath if it helps anchor you. Begin to deepen your breath. Feel your body reawakening, refreshed by this practice of letting go and embracing change. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing movement back to your limbs. If your eyes are closed, blink them open slowly, letting light and vision return naturally. Carry this awareness of impermanence and openness with you as you move through your day or night. Remember that each moment holds the possibility to release what no longer serves and to embrace what is. May you walk your path with a heart lightened by acceptance and a mind open to growth. Final breath and dedication. Take a final deep breath together, filling your lungs fully. Hold for a moment at the top, and exhale fully, releasing all tension. May this practice bring peace to your heart, clarity to your mind, and freedom to your spirit. May all beings find ease in change and grace in letting go. In a quiet temple nestled among towering cherry trees and gently flowing streams, there lived an elderly monk named Master Arrow. His presence was serene yet penetrating, as if his wisdom had been cultivated through decades of mindful observation and deep compassion. People came from far and wide to seek his guidance on living a balanced life, especially those struggling with the challenge of giving how to care for others without losing themselves. On a bright spring morning, drifted down like soft pink snow, a young woman named Kiara arrived at the temple gates. Her eyes, though bright with hope, carried shadows of exhaustion and disappointment. She had journeyed many days seeking answers to a question that weighed heavily on her heart. Kiara's burden. The cost of giving too much. Kiara was known in her village for her kindness and generosity. People turned to her for support, comfort, and help, confident in her willingness to give. But beneath the gratitude and praise, Kiara carried a secret. She felt hollow and drained. She came to Master Arrow and confessed, "I give everything I can to others, my time, my energy, my heart, yet I feel emptier each day. It is as though kindness has taken from me instead of filling me." Master Arrow listened carefully, recognizing a familiar pattern. "Tell me, Kiara," he said gently, "when was the last time you did something solely for your own joy, without any thought of helping or pleasing others?" Kiara hesitated, then admitted, "I can't remember. There is always someone who needs help. It feels selfish to think of myself first." The Sacred Cherry Tree, a parable of balance. Master Arrow invited Kiara to walk with him through the temple garden, where a magnificent ancient cherry tree stood at the center. Its roots dug deep into the earth, and its branches spread wide, offering shade and shelter. "This tree is sacred to the village," Arrow explained. "Its fruits nourish many, and its beauty brings joy. The villagers have always cared for it, tending its roots, clearing pests, watering its branches. But as the village prospered, some families began taking more fruit than their share, neglecting to care for the tree in return. Others tried to compensate by giving even more of their time and energy to its upkeep. Kiara nodded slowly, seeing the parallel to her own life. The tree began to weaken. Arrow continued. Its fruits lost sweetness. Its leaves faded. The balance was broken. Toxic kindness, when giving depletes sorrow, explained that kindness, while beautiful, could have a dark side when it became unbalanced, what some call toxic kindness. This happens when we give without limits, neglecting our own needs so deeply that we disappear behind the generosity we offer. Toxic kindness, Arrow said, is not kindness at all, but self-neglect dressed in virtue. Kiara's eyes widened with recognition. She had often believed that more giving meant more virtue, that sacrifice was the measure of her worth. The four sublime states and equanimity. Arrow shared with Kiara a teaching of the Buddha, the four sublime states of mind: loving compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. These are the foundations of true kindness, he said. But the most overlooked of these is equanimity, a balanced and peaceful heart. Without equanimity, kindness becomes distorted, leading to exhaustion or resentment. Equanimity allows us to give freely without losing ourselves, without craving praise or fearing rejection. Reflection on self-care and boundaries. Arrow encouraged Kiara to reflect on how her giving might be rooted in fear of rejection, of not being needed, or of conflict, he said. Actions motivated by fear rarely bring the results we hope for. True giving flows from love and awareness. Kiara realized that her constant availability was more about earning her place than about genuine compassion. The middle way, balance, in Gibonaro, explained the Buddha's middle way, a path between extremes. Neither complete self-sacrifice nor selfish indulgence brings lasting happiness, he said. Sustainable compassion requires honoring both yourself and others. He described practical ways to find balance. Establish clear boundaries, saying no when necessary. Release guilt over self-care. It is essential, not selfish. Attend to your own needs so you can give from fullness. Discern when help supports growth and when it fosters dependency. Cultivating sustainable kindness. Kara learned that sustainable kindness is like tending a garden. It requires attention, care, and respect for natural rhythms. Just as plants need space to grow, so do people need space to thrive and to give authentically. Kiara began to understand that she could nurture her kindness in a way that enriched both herself and those around her. Transformation and hope. As Kiara reflected on these teachings, a gentle peace began to settle within her. She felt hope that she could give without losing herself. That kindness could be a source of joy rather than depletion. Master Arrow smiled, knowing that Kiara was beginning to walk the middle way. As you listen to Kiara's story, consider your own giving. Are you honoring your needs as much as you honor others? Where might you find balance in your compassion? Remember, the true gift of kindness is sustainable, nourishing, and freeing. The serene balance of mind and heart that allows us to remain peaceful, steady, and compassionate no matter what life brings our way. Equanimity is the quality of calm presence, a middle path between attachment and aversion, between overwhelm and indifference. As you prepare to begin, find a comfortable position. either seated with your spine gently lifted or lying down with support beneath your head and knees if you prefer. Let your body settle, allowing the weight of your body to be supported fully by the surface beneath you. Allow your hands to rest gently, perhaps palms facing up, open and receptive. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel the coolness of the air as it enters your nostrils, filling your lungs fully. Hold for a moment at the top of the breath, sensing the fullness and stillness. And then exhale gently through your mouth or nose, releasing tension and any holding inside you. Take another deep breath in, filling your belly, chest, and back. Hold it gently and slowly exhale, letting your body soften even more. With each breath, invite your attention to come fully into this moment, to the rhythm of your breathing, the rise and fall of your chest and belly. Let the breath be your anchor, steady and reliable, as we journey together into the calm space of equanimity. Opening awareness, noticing your current state. Now gently turn your attention inward. Notice the state of your mind and heart as you begin this meditation. Are you feeling calm or restless, open or closed, joyful or burdened? Whatever is present, allow it to be here without resistance or judgment. There is no need to change or fix anything. Simply observe with kindness, as if you were noticing a dear friend's feelings. This is the first step toward equanimity, acknowledging reality as it is, without pushing away or clinging to any experience. If you notice tension in your body, breathe into it. If emotions arise, whether sadness, anxiety, frustration, or peace, meet them with gentle curiosity and acceptance. Know that this moment is exactly as it should be. Cultivating balance through breath, begin to deepen your breath now, making each inhalation and exhalation smooth and even. Breathe in slowly for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for the same count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Allow your breathing to find its natural rhythm, neither forced nor shallow. Imagine each breath washing over you like a gentle wave, carrying away tension, clearing your mind, and nourishing your heart. With each inhale, draw in calmness and clarity. With each exhale, release any heaviness or worry. Feel the balance within. Breath as the bridge between body and mind, between effort. Bring your gentle attention to the area around your heart, the center of your chest. Imagine a soft, warm light glowing there, a light of kindness and compassion. With each breath, feel this light expanding, growing warmer and brighter, filling your chest with tenderness. This light is your natural capacity for loving kindness, metta, the unconditional wish for happiness and well-being for yourself and all beings. Allow yourself to rest in this warm glow, feeling your heart soften, your breath deepen, your body relax. Loving kindness to self, the first circle. Begin by directing loving kindness inward. Silently or softly, repeat these phrases, feeling their meaning deeply. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. As you say these words, imagine the warm light in your heart gently enveloping you, wrapping you in a cocoon of unconditional care and acceptance. If difficult feelings arise, gently hold them with this kindness, offering yourself the same compassion you would to a dear friend. Know that you deserve this kindness, simply because you are. Take your time here, breathing slowly and fully, letting the warmth of loving kindness settle deeply into your being. Extending loving kindness to a loved one now. Gently bring to mind someone you love deeply, a friend, family member, or mentor who has supported you or inspired you. Visualize them clearly in your mind's eye. See their face, their smile, their essence. Send the warm light from your heart out toward them, surrounding them with loving kindness. Silently repeat the phrases, "May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease." Feel the connection between your heart and theirs, the shared wish for well-being and peace. Notice how extending loving kindness to others can deepen your own sense of joy and compassion, including a neutral person now. Bring to mind someone you feel neutral about, perhaps an acquaintance or someone you see often but don't know deeply. Visualize them clearly. Picture them in your mind as a fellow traveler on the journey of life. Send loving kindness to them, surrounding them with the warm light from your heart. Repeat, "May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease." Recognize that everyone seeks happiness and well-being, no matter how familiar or unknown they are to us. Let this sense of universal kindness expand your heart, extending loving kindness to a difficult person now. If you feel ready, bring to mind someone with whom you have difficulty, someone who has caused you pain, irritation, or frustration. This can be challenging. Remember, equanimity is not about denying your feelings, but meeting them with balanced presence and kindness. Visualize this person gently, holding them at a comfortable distance in your awareness. Send the warm light from your heart outward to them. Repeat slowly and with sincere intention, "May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease." If resistance arises, acknowledge it. It is natural. You may breathe into the resistance, softening your heart bit by bit. Know that extending kindness to those we struggle with frees us from cycles of anger and resentment. Embracing all beings, universal loving kindness now widen your circle to include all beings everywhere, people, animals, plants, the earth itself. Imagine the warm light from your heart growing vast and radiant, encompassing all life, extending infinitely. Silently repeat, "May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings live with ease." Feel the interconnectedness of all life, the shared yearning for peace and happiness. Rest in this expansive heart space, breathing in the unity of existence, cultivating equanimity, balanced mind and emotions now. Shift your awareness to the balanced mind equanimity that holds joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, gain and loss with evenness. Imagine a gentle scale, perfectly balanced, tipping neither toward craving nor aversion. Recognize that emotions will arise, happiness, sadness, anger, calm, and that equanimity does not mean suppressing or ignoring these feelings, but allowing them to be without getting swept away. With each breath, invite the mind to rest in this calm balance. If thoughts or feelings arise, acknowledge them with kindness and then gently return your attention to the breath and heart space. Reflection on equanimity. As a practice, equanimity is not a fixed state, but a practice, a way of meeting life as it is. With openness and steady presence, each moment offers the chance to cultivate this balance. Recall that equanimity is one of the four sublime states in Buddhist teaching. Alongside loving kindness, compassion, and sympathetic joy. Together, these qualities create a heart that is both strong and tender, resilient and open. Allow yourself to rest in this awareness, feeling the peace that comes from a balanced mind and heart. Integration. Preparing to close the meditation, begin to bring your attention gently back to the physical body, noticing the sensations where it contacts the surface beneath you. Feel the warmth of the breath in your chest, the softness of the heart's glow. Know that you carry this equanimity within you, a calm center you can return to whenever life feels turbulent. Take a few deeper breaths, moving your fingers and toes, gently stretching softly if you wish. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes, carrying this sense of balance and loving kindness with you into the rest of your day or night. Let us end this meditation with a few affirmations to carry forward. I cultivate balance and calm in my mind and heart. I offer kindness freely to myself and others. I meet all experiences with openness and peace. Equanimity is my natural state. I rest in the calm center of my being. May these intentions support you always. As you continue to relax, allow yourself to become fully present in this moment. The story you are about to hear is one of pain, carried quietly, invisible burdens that weigh heavily on the heart. Yet it is also a story of gentle courage, of opening to healing through awareness, kindness, and forgiveness. Let us journey now to a tranquil temple nestled among ancient cedars, where a man named Tu came seeking peace from a weight he could barely name. Setting the scene, the mountain. Temple and Tu's arrival high in a quiet valley, surrounded by towering cedars and the soft murmur of a nearby waterfall, stood a modest temple known for its teachings on inner peace and healing. The air was cool and fragrant with pine needles, the light filtering softly through the branches. Here lived Master Kumen, a teacher renowned for his gentle wisdom and compassionate presence. One late summer evening, as the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in warm amber hues, a weary man approached the temple gates. His name was Tu. Unlike many visitors who arrived with clear questions or urgent troubles, quiet burden that weighed on his heart, though his face was calm. His eyes held the exhaustion of years spent carrying invisible pain. Tu's story, the invisible burden after being welcomed by Master Kumen and offered a simple meal. Tu settled into the temple's meditation garden. The garden was a sanctuary of peace, lush green moss covering stones, gentle streams trickling past, and fireflies beginning their twilight dance. As dusk deepened, Tu shared his story. He spoke softly of a life that, on the surface, seemed full. A successful merchant business, children grown and doing well, and a home filled with comfort. Yet beneath these accomplishments, a shadow lingered, a sense of heaviness, a restless ache. I carry a weight, Tu said, his voice low, but I do not know its name. It is as if my heart is burdened, yet the cause is unseen. Master Kumen listened with gentle attentiveness, his eyes soft with understanding, exploring the burden, the nature of invisible pain. Master Kumen spoke quietly, inviting Tu to consider that some of the heaviest burdens we carry are not visible wounds, but invisible ones. Pain stored in memories, resentment held tight like a secret, fears we do not voice. He explained how often These invisible burdens shape our daily lives, coloring even our happiest moments with a subtle sadness. Tu nodded slowly. Feeling the truth in these words, he admitted to carrying resentments, old wounds from betrayals, broken trust, and harsh words. He spoke of anger long held toward a former business partner who had deceived him years before. He recalled a childhood friend who had turned away, and a father whose approval he never fully received. The invitation to healing, awareness, and forgiveness. Master Kuman gently introduced to the path of healing through awareness. To carry pain is human, he said, but to meet it with gentle wisdom is a courage that leads to freedom. He explained that healing begins with bringing light, the light of mindful awareness, to these hidden hurts. When we see pain clearly, without judgment or avoidance, we open the door to transformation. Kumin spoke about forgiveness, not as forgetting or condoning harm, but as a practice of releasing the hold that resentment has on our hearts. Forgiveness, he explained, is primarily for the liberation of the one who forgives. It frees us from carrying the burning coal of anger that only scorches ourselves. The story of the Buddha and Devadatta, a model of compassion too, was reminded of a story Kuman shared. That of the Buddha and Devadatta, a man consumed by bitterness who approached the Buddha with anger and spat in his face. Yet the Buddha responded with calm compassion, thanking him for the opportunity to practice patience. This radical kindness shocked Devadatta and planted the seeds of his transformation. Tu reflected on how meeting anger with compassion can dissolve even the hardest barriers. Embracing the present, letting go of the past. Kuman invited Tu to consider the nature of impermanence, that nothing remains fixed, including our pain and identities. Each moment offers the possibility to release old patterns and step into freedom. He encouraged Tu to hold his memories with kindness, acknowledging the hurt but refusing to be defined by it. This was not easy, Tu admitted, but he was willing to try. The meditation practice, meeting pain with gentle awareness. Together, Tu and Kuman moved into a meditation practice designed to meet pain with gentle awareness. Tu was guided to sit comfortably, close his eyes, and bring attention to the sensations of the body. He noticed areas of tension or discomfort, welcoming them without resistance. Then, turning inward, he invited the feelings of hurt, anger, and sadness to arise, meeting each emotion with a soft, compassionate gaze. Breathing slowly, to visualize these painful feelings as clouds passing across the sky, present but impermanent, ever-changing. He practiced silently, repeating phrases of kindness to himself. May I be free from suffering. May I be kind to myself in this pain. May I find peace, not an even. Kuman reminded Tu that forgiveness is not a single act but a journey. There will be moments of clarity and moments of struggle. Old feelings may resurface, and that is natural. The practice is to return again and again to awareness and compassion, gently loosening the grip of resentment. Over time, this steady practice cultivates a heart that can hold both sorrow and joy, loss and healing. With equanimity. Tu's transformation, lightening the loading the weeks and months that followed. Tu continued his practice. Though the burdens did not vanish overnight, he began to feel lighter, freer. He learned to meet his pain with kindness rather than avoidance or fury. he reached out to others, sometimes sharing his story, sometimes simply offering presence. His relationships deepened as he softened within reflection. The power of gentle wisdom. The story of two reminds us all that pain need not harden us or isolate us. When we bring gentle wisdom and compassionate awareness to our invisible burdens, we create space for healing. We learn that freedom lies not in denying pain, but in meeting it with open heart and steady mind. Invitation to reflect. As you rest here now, consider your own invisible burdens. What pains have you carried silently? What emotions do you hesitate to face? Invite these feelings gently into your awareness. As two did, allow yourself the grace to meet your pain with kindness. Know that this simple act of awareness is a powerful step toward healing. May you carry with you the gentle wisdom of meeting pain with compassion. May your heart grow lighter, your mind clearer, and your spirit freer. Remember, healing is a path walked one mindful step at a time. Rest now in this peaceful knowing. As you arrive here now, give yourself permission to fully settle into this moment. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you wish to prepare for sleep, or seated with your back supported and your feet resting lightly on the floor. Allow your body to begin to relax, to soften. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing you need to do. This time is yours, a gift of calm and peace for your body, your mind, your spirit. Beginning with breath awareness, gently close your eyes. If that feels comfortable, begin by simply noticing your breath. There is no need to change it. Enters your nostrils, cool and fresh. Feel it as it leaves, warm and gentle. Notice the rise and fall of your chest and abdomen with each inhale and exhale. Let your breath be your anchor, your guide to the present moment. If your mind wanders softly, bring your attention back to the breath. Steady, calm, effortless, progressive body relaxation. Beginning with the feet, bring your awareness slowly down to your feet. Feel your feet resting fully against the surface beneath you. Notice the points of contact, perhaps your heels, the balls of your feet, your toes. Sense the weight of your feet as they settle. Begin to soften any tension you may find there with each exhale. Imagine your feet melting deeper into relaxation. If you notice any tightness, breathe gently into those areas and allow them to release. Imagine warmth and ease flowing into your feet, soothing every muscle, every joint. Feel your toes relax, your soles soften, your ankles ease. Moving up the legs, now slowly move your attention upward along your legs. Bring your awareness to your calves. Feel the muscles and skin, their texture, their temperature with each breath out. Let go of any tension stored there. Imagine a gentle wave of relaxation washing over your calves, easing tightness, releasing stiffness. Now feel your knees, often forgotten but essential. Notice if you are holding tension there, and if so, breathe into it. Let your knees soften and relax. Move your awareness up to your thighs, the largest muscles in your body. Feel the weight of your legs sinking deeply, supported. Let your thighs soften completely, releasing any gripping or holding. Breathe deeply into your legs, filling them with calm and peace, relaxing the hips and pelvis. Shift your attention now to your hips and pelvis. Notice the sensations here: warmth, coolness, or perhaps nothing at all. Sometimes emotions and stress are held in this part of the body. Allow your hips to soften, your pelvis to settle fully into support. With each breath, imagine tension melting away like morning mist. Feel a growing sense of openness and ease in your hips. Allow your lower back to release its tightness, sinking deeper into relaxation. The back and spine now bring your focus to your lower back. Notice any areas of discomfort, stiffness, or pain. Send your breath gently there, imagining it as a healing light. Let the muscles loosen, the spine lengthen. Naturally, move your attention slowly upward along your spine. Feel each vertebrae one by one, the connection points, the spaces. Imagine a gentle energy flowing up and down your spine, soothing every segment, allowing natural alignment and ease. As you breathe out, release any tension you feel in your mid and upper back. Feel your shoulder blades soften and widen slightly, creating space and comfort. Relaxing the shoulders and neck. Now bring your awareness to your shoulders, often a place where we carry stress. Notice how your shoulders feel right now. Are they tense, raised, or heavy? With each exhale, allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears, releasing all burden. Feel the warmth of relaxation spreading through your shoulder muscles, heavy and relaxed. Now bring gentle attention to your neck, the connection between head and body. Allow the muscles of your neck to soften and lengthen. If you notice any tightness, breathe into it and imagine it dissolving. Feel your head settle, fully on your pillow or chair, supported and at ease. Relaxing the face and head. Now turn your awareness to your face. Begin with your jaw. Unclench if you are holding tension there. Allow your lips to part slightly, your tongue to rest gently in your mouth. Soften your cheeks, your eyes, your forehead. Notice the smoothness across your brow. Release any furrowing or tightness. Feel your entire face relax, as if a gentle, loving hand is caressing it. Allow your scalp and the crown of your head to feel spacious and light. Breathe into your whole head, inviting calm and peace to settle deeply. Full body relaxation, integrating the experience. Now take a moment to sense your whole body as one, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your breath moving through this vessel. Notice how relaxation has spread, flowing like warm water through every fiber. Need to be. Guided imagery. Journey to your inner sanctuary. Now imagine a place within yourself, a sanctuary of peace and calm just for you. It may be a quiet garden, a soft beach at dawn, a peaceful forest glade, or a cozy room filled with warmth. Picture this place as vividly as you can. Notice the colors, the light, the textures around you. What sounds do you hear? Perhaps the gentle rustling of leaves, the soft crashing of waves, or the quiet hum of stillness. Feel the air on your skin, cool and refreshing, or warm and comforting. Know that this sanctuary is always here within you, ready to receive you. Whenever you need exploring the sanctuary, begin to explore your peaceful place. Walk slowly, noticing every detail with gentle curiosity. Perhaps you see flowers blooming, birds singing softly, or a gentle stream flowing. Feel the ground beneath your feet, solid and steady. Take in the scents: fresh earth, blooming jasmine, salty sea, air, or whatever brings you comfort. Allow yourself to rest anywhere in this sanctuary, on soft grass, a warm stone, a plush cushion, or a comfortable bench. Notice how your body feels in this safe place, lighter, calmer, more at ease. Deepening the sense of peace as you settle into your inner sanctuary. Allow a deep sense of peace to grow within you. Imagine this peace as a gentle light glowing in your heart center with every breath. See this light expand, filling your chest, your whole body, and then radiating outward in all directions. Feel this light soothing every worry and free. Affirmations for rest and peace now. Silently or softly, repeat to yourself these affirmations, letting each one settle deeply into your being. I am safe in this moment. I release all tension and allow my body to relax. My breath is calm and steady, guiding me to peace. Peace flows through me with every breath I take. Am worthy of calm, joy, and deep rest. Heart, returning to breath, gentle awareness. Bring your attention back to your breath once more. Notice its effortless rhythm, the soft coolness of each inhale, the warmth of each exhale. Feel the natural pause between breaths. With each breath of softness, of deep inner quiet, preparing for rest or sleep. If you are preparing for sleep, allow your breath to deepen naturally, guiding you into restful slumber. Let your body sink fully into your bed or resting place. Your mind quiet. Know that this peace remains with you beyond this meditation, a refuge to return to whenever you wish. As we come to the close of this meditation, take a moment to express gratitude to yourself for this gift of time and kindness. Thank your body for its strength and support. Thank your mind for its willingness to rest, and thank your spirit for its enduring peace. When you feel ready, gently begin to deepen your breath. Slowly bring gentle movement back into your fingers and toes. Perhaps stretch your arms or legs softly. When you are ready, open your eyes, carrying this sense of calm and peace into the rest of your day or night. Remember, this inner sanctuary is always within you. You can return here anytime to find rest, renewal, and peace. May you be free from worry, held in kindness, and embraced by stillness. As we approach the close of this time together, I invite you to settle even more deeply into comfort. There is nothing else you need to do right now. No effort required, only to be here, present with yourself, held in stillness and peace. Allow your body to soften, your breath to slow, and your mind to quiet. This is your time to rest, to release, to simply be. Reflecting on our journey over these past hours, you have walked gently through the rich landscape of ancient wisdom together. We have explored stories and teachings, timeless Zen stories that illuminate the path to inner calm and freedom. We have breathed deeply, opening to connection, compassion, and the beauty of true presence. We have learned to recognize patterns that no longer serve us, to set compassionate boundaries, and to nurture the deep friendships that nourish our hearts. We have discovered the delicate balance between giving and receiving, the middle way of kindness that honors both self and other. We have embraced forgiveness, not as forgetting or excusing, but as liberation, freeing our hearts from burdens too heavy to carry. And through it all, you have practiced resting deeply in breath, body, and spirit, cultivating a sanctuary of peace within. Key teachings. In reflection, take a moment now to reflect on what has touched your heart most deeply in this session. Perhaps it was the invitation to see every connection in your life as purposeful, each person entering your journey with lessons to offer. gifts to share. Maybe the wisdom about compassionate boundaries resonated with you. The courage to protect your peace with kindness rather than judgment. Or perhaps the stories of friendship reminded you that quality matters far more than quantity, and that fewer deep, authentic bonds bring greater joy and belonging. You might recall the teaching about balanced compassion, how giving with healthy boundaries nourishes both giver and receiver, and the powerful insight that forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves, releasing old wounds to find freedom and peace. Each of these teachings is a thread woven into the tapestry of your own life. Allow yourself to receive them fully, letting their meaning deepen gently over time. Gentle reminder of presence as you reflect. Feel your body resting here, fully supported. Feel the steady rhythm of your breath, calm, steady, inviting relaxation. Know that you are safe. Know that this moment is enough. All that matters now is your peaceful presence, right here, right now. Deepening relaxation, body and breath. Return your attention now to your breath. Feel it move slowly in and out, like the gentle ebb and flow of ocean waves. Each inhale brings calm and renewal. Each exhale releases tension and worry. With every breath, you sink more deeply into comfort, into stillness. Imagine a soft, warm light surrounding you, enveloping your entire body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. This light is gentle and healing, soothing every muscle, every cell. Feel it wash away any remaining tension or heaviness. Allow yourself to become weightless, supported fully by this light, by the earth beneath you, and by the quiet of the moment. Guided visualization, floating on peace now. Imagine yourself floating on a calm, gentle sea at twilight. The water is smooth and warm, carrying you effortlessly. Above, the sky is a canvas of soft stars beginning to twinkle, reflecting their light on the peaceful waves. Feel the tender rocking of the water beneath you, steady and reassuring. You are safe here, cradled by the vastness, held in this embrace of tranquility. With each breath, feel yourself becoming lighter, more peaceful. The worries of the day drift away, dissolving into the deep blue around you. You are free to rest here in this moment of stillness. Affirmations of peace, self-love, and acceptance as you float gently on this sea of calm. Allow these words to settle in your heart. You may listen to them softly or repeat them silently within. I am worthy of peace. I am gentle with myself. I release all burdens that no longer serve me. I honor my needs with kindness and compassion. I am surrounded by love within and around me. My heart is open and free. I forgive myself and others with grace. I am enough exactly as I am. I welcome rest, healing, and renewal. Each breath I take brings me deeper into calm. I trust the unfolding of my own path. I am held in the warmth of presence. I surrender to peaceful sleep and sweet dreams. Feel these affirmations like gentle waves washing over you, renewing your spirit and quieting your mind. Invitation to deep sleep if you are preparing to sleep now. Allow your body to surrender fully. Feel your muscles soften, your heartbeat steady and calm. Know that you are safe to rest deeply without interruption or worry. Your breath is slow and natural, guiding you down into the soft embrace of sleep. Imagine yourself sinking gently into a bed of clouds, soft and supportive. There is nothing more to do, only to rest, to heal, to dream. Sleep will come naturally, carrying you into a night of restorative, peaceful rest. Quiet space for rest for a few moments now. I will hold this space of silence, allowing you to rest undisturbed. No words are needed, only the steady rhythm of your breath, the calm presence of peace within. Allow 1 to 3 minutes of silence here, with very soft ambient sounds or gentle music if used, reaffirming peace. Before final restus, this session draws to a close. Return gently to these final thoughts. You are deeply connected to yourself, to those you love, and to the quiet wisdom that lives within. You are whole, you are complete, and you are perfectly enough. The peace you seek is already inside you, waiting patiently for your attention. Each moment of calm you cultivate brings you closer to that peace. Let yourself rest in this truth now, fully and freely. Closing blessing. May you be embraced by peace tonight and always. May your heart be light, your mind clear, and your body rested. May you awaken with renewed strength, hope, and joy. And may the wisdom of this practice guide you gently through all your days, ending the session when you feel ready. Allow your breathing to remain calm and natural. If you have not already drifted into sleep, you may slowly begin to deepen your breath and gently bring movement to your fingers and toes. Stretch softly if that feels good. Open your eyes when you wish, carrying this sense of peace and restfulness with you. Thank you for sharing this time. May you sleep well, and may your days be filled with gentle joy.